Yes, 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 yes. Okay, so it's been Friday. Today is Friday, and welcome to Pia's Creative Corner. My name is Pia, and today we're gonna do diamond painting. I really don't want to plan this as promising that this is gonna happen every Friday, but it is like a natural way for me to do it in a way because I have my days off. So if I'm not having any other appointments today on my days off, then I will be streaming. I think it's kind of that way I'm gonna go around it. It is now noon. That means 12 o'clock. And usually I would be eating lunch by now. But I have been eating a good late breakfast. So I'm kind of, I might be hungry in an hour, 2 hours or so. And then I will probably be, logging off and then get something to eat. Or I might just pull through. My plan is to stream for about 3 hours today. 2 to 3 hours depending on how tired I am and stuff like that. A lot of things are going on in my life. Most of them is off stream, but however, it will of course affect some way. It will of course affect my streams. And it's just to let you know that I haven't forgot you, I haven't given up on you. I am here and I'm streaming the most possible way I can. Hello, Ola, welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. How are you today? And it's just because I feel kind of an obligation because I am part of the collective, Coffee Collective, and the Coffee Collective is a group of people that Miss Coffee has kind of gathering around her. So we are a group of people that is big variety. There everything from gamers, streamers, not streamers but gamers, and artists, craft people, just chatting people. Hello, Binge. Welcome in. Thanks for stopping by. Ula, I'm tired today. I've been to work and it's been immensely hot. So now I just want to sit and relax and be with you. You are more than welcome to just do that, Ula. More than welcome. It is hot and we have very, very high humidity today. It was around 30 degrees yesterday, and it rained and thunderstorm last night. So and it has just rained, and we have thunder right now here where I am. So and then it's still the temperature hasn't been that low, so that means that you have really high humidity, and it's like just feeling like you can stand up, sit, not doing anything else, and then just sweat like a whole shower. So yeah, and I feel like even though I went and had a really nice cold shower this morning, really need another shower now, but maybe it's too much info. So yeah, but I have kind of a choice what I'm gonna do. So I was doing a bit of gaming today, but I wanted to do a bit crafting too, and I thought, why not just pick up the pace and go lite and do a bit of streaming while diamond painting. I'm moving really good along with this picture. I want to tell you just a bit about it before I start working on it. But I had a train of thoughts, and then my dog came in. I was like, I'm done. I just brushed my dog, and when I do that, he gets some kind of deluxe treat. So yeah, so that was where he was. Okay, never mind. It would come to me if it was important. Anyways, I'm working on this picture, and it is a gorgeous one. Not that any of her pictures aren't gorgeous, but this is one of the few where I have been a bit, and I still am. I'm still waiting. I'm still debating on what I think of it, but it is this one, and it's called American Anthem, and it is like it is 84 by 56 centimeter, and it is with square drills. It is from Diamond Art Club. I was almost gonna say, of course. It is not, of course, but it is from Diamond Art Club. Hang on, I need to get a fan. I know that's what I was missing. I'm just gonna go and get the fan. I knew something was missing. I just couldn't. I couldn't put my finger to it. So, okay, that was a bit better. It's actually quite a good one. I think I want to buy one more. It's one I bought at one general store, you know, where you buy all your power tools and stuff like that. I bought like one that is powered, you recharge it by a USB, and so it's cordless, and it's very, very quiet. So, and it has really a good powerful blow or wind, even though it's very small, or not very small, but it is a table size one. So I think I'm gonna get one more. The only thing, the challenge for me with all these fans and everything that we are surrounding ourselves at the moment is, it usually, and it has also today or this time, it goes on my throat. I usually get some kind of cold or something just because of it, and it's just, you know, to pick one or the other. It's I can't win them both. I can't have be cooled down and then not getting a cold. I'm trying not to get it to blow too much on my throat and face, but that's that can also be a problem, because it's, you know, when you're sweating and all that. But okay, never mind. We're not gonna talk about that. So I will remove this. It is gonna look a bit strange to you because it's kind of facing the wrong way, you can say, but it's not so much the eagle itself. I just want to show the color combination of the picture. If I can get a good picture of it. So I am here, and it's because I'm working on it sideways, so it is on the shoulder side, even though it is a landscape. So that's why it might look a little bit peculiar. I'm gonna raise the table just a little bit, and I'm gonna lower my upper that way. So this is this is just trying to, you know, work with the things you have, because I'm not in my usual spot. So because what I want to show you was the combination of the colors, where the eagle, of course, is very bright, has this earth colors, but the whole part that is like heaven and mountain is more like northern light with purple colors, and then there is a forest in the bottom. It looks amazing. The one thing I have done, and I really hope I can show you up close, so I do apologize if it's a bit of a back and forth here, but because there has been a lot of actually a lot of AB drills, and there is a lot of AB drills, not so much in the how many colors, but more in the amount of each. But here where the beacon is on the eagle was also the color was also AB drills, but I was like because there were more like an orange one, and I was like, I really don't feel like it should be that color for that beacon. So I did I actually put some crystals in, and I was in kind of a doubt on what to do and not to do, but I have decided to keep it. And the reason why I want to keep it is because it's kind of surrounded by a lot of non-AB drills. So all of this that is here is not AB drills. There's only a bit of it here, so everything else is not, and I think that is why I can make this work. So I just wanted to share. I do get it if it's kind of a bit of a nerdy thing to talk about, so just move on. If you're like, what the hell is he talking about? Why even bother? It's okay. It's just, I know some would like to know the process and the thought process behind what did you think before you did it, and make these different choices and stuff like that. So it's that is why I'm sharing it sometimes, and sometimes I'm not, because I do get it if people are like, I don't really want to know. I don't really want to know. Okay, so I'm just gonna adjust this a bit here. So I am right here, and I made right up till I did actually finish this part yesterday, and it was I didn't think I would do it because it is a big part, but the thing is, even the confetti part is not that confetti heavy, so it is a bit more workable than other confettis I've been working with. So I think I'm going with, let's see, what do I have here? Okay, I don't have that many of the AB drills, so I think I'm gonna work with some putty. And this is, I can't even remember what the shop itself is called, but it's called Mary Mud. That's what she calls her party. And I'm actually just, having I'm having kind of some leftovers, and I'm not a big putty person. And the reason why, compared to my wax, I feel like the putty gets dirty and nasty too fast, and when it does leave residue that I'm really not a fan of. But however, I have paid quite a bit of money for these things because they are from overseas, so I have not just paid for the putty. I usually pay for import tax and duty fees, and yeah. So, but I think I'm gonna throw this in. So I have from the Mary Mud, I have 2 more bags, and then I have Randa. I have a lot. I have some from her too, and of course, because I'm not using it every day, every time, it kind of lasts a bit more longer, the amount of it. Yeah, and of course these days when it's kind of hot, it does you know, it's not lasting as long. That doesn't provide any longevity to how well it works for me, but it's okay. I'm like, I know how it is, and it is actually quite okay. In the sense of that I'm just gonna change it a bit more often than I would if it was like working as I would imagine it would work. And a little bit more often means that I do change it from day to day. And that is just because in the way I work with my drills, it does get stringy and dirty and everything, and I really am not a big fan of cleaning up after it. Sometimes I have, not so much with this one, but if I do kind of push on and be like, no, I want it to work, it can get a bit of a hassle to get the residue off, so you know, I'd rather not. I'd rather not. So I am going to a graduation party tomorrow. I'm not planning it to be like whole the entire night I'm gonna stay out, but due to a lot of things, it might be a bit of a hard thing to do, you know, because it's not, it's I am in this situation of in-laws. Now it's not my in-laws, but it is my stepson's in-laws, and that means that I am going to meet a lot of new people tomorrow, and I'm gonna, you know, I have to behave on my best because my husband's ex-wife is coming too, and I'm gonna show myself from the best side, because I'm like, I'm not, you know, I'm grown up. I can't expect anyone to act in a certain way, but I can expect myself to act in a certain way. I can only control my own actions. I can't control everyone else's actions. And as easy as it sounds, it's actually quite difficult to pull through and be like truthfully living that to the full extent. But I am trying, and I decided that I'm gonna do, it's gonna be the best. It's not me who's gonna ruin the day, you know. That's like what I decided. If her day is gonna be ruined, it's gonna be everyone but me. I'm gonna be like to an A plus or something, you know. So no one's gonna take that from me. But that also means, and that kind of why I wanted to do a bit of swimming today, because I might have to cancel on Sunday. I might not. Everything might just be peachy, and I can do a bit of a streaming. It might be a bit shorter, but I still want to stream, you know, for my Danish followers, because they only get that one time, and they only get an hour. So yeah. But as it is, like, there's a lot of unknown things that can happen tomorrow to that party. That can happen nothing, and then the whole thing can go into one big drama. And yeah, so and it is like the first time the whole family is gonna be in one place. So it's I am a bit, you know, worried about it, how it's gonna go. There are people there I haven't seen for the longest time. The only good thing about it is that we're not, I don't think they invited like my stepson's uncle or anything. That would be a bit strange, because it's not my stepson who is graduating, it is his girlfriend. Yesterday I was with my siblings and my dad in the zoo. It's called Givskud Zoo. The animals were also, they were hot too, but it was a nice trip. Oh, that sounds lovely. Ulla, that sounds really, really nice. Givskud is a good zoo. It's really a good zoo, I think. They do a lot of behind the scenes. They do a lot of for animal protections and conservations and sharing with other zoos, and trying to sometimes I think they are in some of these projects where they re-establish some of the extinct or close to extinct different animals. So yeah. But yeah, it does. Either way, even though it was a good, nice trip, and you felt good about it, it's still tiring you. So yeah, I get that. So I had yesterday off work too. I did take a day off work, so I would have an extra one, just to try and not be too stressed out, and not being I'm not sleeping well when I'm doing things like that, and there's a lot of things going on that are also kind of not helping to the situation. So it's a challenge. Let's just say that it's a challenge, and I am happy that I made that decision about not streaming Thursday and Friday night for a while, because I wouldn't have been able to do that anyway, or I wouldn't. And I'm still not sure I'm going tomorrow, because my throat is as it is. So, and sometimes it's like turning overnight. So I might wake up tomorrow and be all like, I got a bad throat, I'm not going anywhere. But I am going if I it's not like I wanna, skip it just because I don't wanna face the conflict or the challenges. It's more to do with the fact that if I do have some kind of, flu or something, I really don't wanna get anyone else sick, and there will be a lot of people, and we will be sitting close to each other, and and in the hope that others will think the same, because I know that I potential also could come home with something that I really a bit more than than I had hoped for. So yeah. And I am taking a whole week off. I think that it's like in not the last week of July, but the week before that. I'm gonna have a whole week off work. It is kind of a summer holiday, but I'm the only one. Like, it's without my husband. It's just because I really feel like I need it. And I just wrote with my sister in Manchester yesterday, And I was like, I wrote to her, I really hope that something good will come out of the meeting next week, our mediation meeting, and that, you know, we will kind of get the money that they owe us and all that, because then I wanna go to Manchester, and because I need it. I feel like I really need to get out of the house and out of Denmark, for that matter. Sadly enough. So and like I said to her, don't worry, I'm not gonna move in, because I am like I still have a horse, husband, and dog I wanna come home to, but I need some distance. I can feel it in my heart. And she was like, well, if it's a matter of what you need, you don't have to wait. We will figure it out and get you over here. But I'm like, she's done that before, and I'm so grateful every time she helps me. But I really wanna, you know, stand up for myself. Like I'm like because I'm gonna live with her and her boyfriend, and she's the one who's gonna pay for the food and whatever we drink, or for the snacks and all that. And I'm like, so it's not like I'm not having any cost around the whole living situation. And I know she would be highly offended if I did go to a hotel. She would be like, "Are you mad at me?" So I'm not going to. And I don't need to, because they just did a whole renovation part of the house, and I will have the whole section for me with my own bathroom, and I think also I have kind of my own exit to the garden, so it's gonna be nice. And I just need to, and I think it's when you are in a hard spot, you kind of, there's certain people in your life that you need to connect to, and sometimes the phone is not enough. It's not enough to FaceTime. Sometimes you need to have the people in real life, not right next to you, and so you can either hug them or they can hug you, and you just can reestablish some grounding that sometimes can be a bit hard to do on your own, or can be hard to help each other with when you're on the phone. Oh, Ulla has an extra day she's gonna work in this week, so she will be working 4 days, but next week she will only be working 2 days. Oh, that is nice. Yeah, I was like next week I was trying to set a meeting up with my manager, and he was like and then I saw like his calendar, and he had kind of did a back-to-back booking, and I was like, I really don't want that, because I need that you and I have, like, a good amount of money and a good amount of time on each side of the meeting, because he usually will be a bit late, and we usually will have then we have a chit chat, a cup of coffee, and it's been a while since we've been sitting down and have a proper talk about things at our workplace. So I really feel like I need this with him, and there's a bit different other things we need to talk about. So and that was that showed to be a challenge to find that day. So I said, I am willing to, for this once, let's move things around. I will come in, and we can have the meeting on my day off, and then I will just have the day off that day. We should have had the meeting. So we just change things around, and this is what we can do to make things happen. And I don't mind, because it's that it's that it's kind. I see it like it seems so hard to say price, but it is like, I want to be that flexible because I might need that flexibility one day. So I want to give it now, and I know he will remember that, as as a goodwill thing. So that I haven't worked like the whole a whole lifetime with him, but I have been long enough with him to know that he's not gonna stab me in the back. And he knows me well enough to know that if he did it, I'm not gonna let it go. so that's for sure. But we have some things we need to talk about, like where we're sure we can't think, not everything you can write about, because some things are confidential in a way that if you write about it, you can, it's always a risk, so hang on, I just need to, I need to answer a thing from my husband. Okay, I'm back. So it's next week is gonna be a bit, not as usual, and it usually is like in the summertime. There's a lot of holiday, of course, going on. People are like, we're not like not working. It's not like we have closed the company for 3 weeks, which a lot of companies have, because it makes it a bit easier to say, but we are closed these 3 weeks, so you will have to take your holiday. It's not the best way, but sometimes it can be easier if people can't figure out how to make sure that everything is covered. It's easier just to close everything down and say, okay, this 3 weeks we're not gonna work, no one's gonna get paid. No, you know what I mean. In Denmark we have like this, we have a law about holidays, and every employer is paying 12.5% of the salary to either they put them aside themselves to bank account, or they pay them to a fund, a state bank account, you could say. So, and when it's time to have your holiday, you can apply for these vacation money, you can call them. And it's not like they have, they actually don't say whether you are whether you can have the money or not. They just give you the money because they just, it's your money. They are just keeping them. until it's time. If you are like I am, paid, I have paid vacation, so it's part of my salary. But I still get some extra money as a vacation add-on in the beginning. I think it's in April we get them. April or May, I think it is. They pay a certain percentage of the year, the mortgage, yeah, I wish, of the salary. I'm really hot today. I'm so sorry if I babble, but I am a bit hot. Maybe I should just stay off my stream. Okay. I'm trying my best. Oh man. Okay, so, but long story short, we do get paid holiday, and that means that, and we do have a law around the holiday thing. So you are entitled to 3 weeks summer holiday, 1 week winter holiday, and 1 week for autumn or whatever. That is like the minimum. Then if you're like employed within the city, for instance, they will give you an additional week. We have some self-care days, or work, what is they call it, work day, no, employer, what can you call those? Because it's just, it's your employer that pays you 3 days, I think it is, they give you, and then you have 2 self-care days, so you will have a whole week. And then some places will give you an additional week after a certain amount of employment. So a lot of people has at least between 6 and 7 weeks just right off the bat, but you will at least have 5 weeks you can take. And when you're young, you will be like, oh, I don't know. I didn't have that. I don't think I actually did take 3 weeks summer holiday until I got in my 30s or 40s or something. I do now every year. I don't necessarily take them in the whole, in 3 weeks in whole, but I will take, like I do now, take 1 week and then 2 weeks, and they will be within sight of each other. So it's not like I take 1 week at the beginning of the year and 2 weeks at the end of the year. I can do that because I will usually have enough holidays or days for it, and that has changed too, because back in the days you would have like five weeks, and it would just be like a fixed number, so it wouldn't be like days per se, and you wouldn't earn like today you earn 0.5, I think it is, per day you work. You earn around 0.5 or 0.4 per holiday per day you work. But that was not back in the days. You would save up for holiday, but you wouldn't get paid holiday. For instance, me who was like on paid holiday wouldn't get that until I have been working at the same place for a year. Then the next year, the new holiday season, then I could get paid. Right up to then, I either would pay it myself, or that would be holiday money from a previous employment. So you would still get paid, but it was not like that attractive, because Usually in the younger years, I was going from one job to another, and the new job would pay better than the previous, and that means that the holiday money that I was getting was like from a lower salary than the one that I was working at the at the present. So, but yeah, with the contract I have today, it's not that important, to be honest. And the way it is made today, where you kind of earn per each day, earn a holiday, so to speak. Um, it is the way I register in my hour planning is for every day I should have been to work, I would register a holiday, and that means that on a week where I have 2 days off, I only have to register 3 days, and that means on a 3 weeks holiday, I will only use 9 out of 15 holidays. Yeah, 15. Yeah. So I will end up at the end of the year with at least 1 week that I do have to find a way to resolve. Let's see. So, because I have been almost a whole year on a no-buy, I am so lost in all the new things that DAC does and doesn't do, and that is released and everything. I'm only like updating through other streamers and see, oh, they got a new pen, oh, they got some new trays. I haven't even tried the new plastic yet. I am going to. It's gonna be one of the ones I'm gonna do like later this year. And we are almost in month 7, so that means in 3 months or so, 2 to 3 months. Yeah, September, October, yeah, around that time. So in three months or so, they will Draws and Chills will be here, and I'm gonna do a picture called Color of Life, made by Chip Pinson. And if you have followed me for a while, you will know that I did start on this picture from a Dreamer Design production, and had to give up on it because it made my head hurt. I got headaches of it. I think it was the colors, and it was so bad printed that I had really difficult time seeing a lot of the symbols. So I gave up on it, and I gave up on it the minute I saw the release from Diamond Art Club's. Like, okay, I'm not gonna fight this. I did a whole a row. On the long side, I actually think I did it. And I haven't thrown it out because I want to do the same thing on the DAC, and I want to do a comparison. When I've done that, I'm done with that picture. It's gonna go. But because I bought the exact same version from DAC, I want to do a neck to neck comparison when I have done like the first row. So yeah, it's unfortunately it was bad. I bought 2 from Dreamer Designs back in the days, and this one, Color of Life, has been in my stash, and I wanted to do it for a while, and then it was like when I did all of this like amount of the older pictures I had also from DSC, I want to do this as one of the last ones. And I haven't tried before to throw out a kit, and I think that's why I haven't completely gotten rid of it yet. I still am a little bit like, I paid a lot of money for this, also because this was before Dreamer Design joined the same thing where they would pay for import tax and all that on behalf of the customer. So I did pay an amount of money for to get it from the customs. So yeah, in a lot of ways I'm like, oh, and it's not like I'm not attached to it. I think it's just, you know, the whole thought of this has cost me money. I really don't want to throw anything out, but yeah. And I got really disappointed. I think that's also one thing I had to, you know, get over with. And I think that just the fact that I can do like a neck to neck comparison, and I'm gonna be honest about it and be like, it's not that I don't have anything against Dreamer Designs. I haven't bought any one of the new ones for two reasons, and I think the first one is the most valuable, and that is there's not been a picture that I really wanted. The second is that I'm a little bit worried that I'm gonna get in a repeat situation and be like, okay. And I do, and I will say, after what happened with Binge and his picture, I was like, I'm just gonna steer clear of them, because I don't want to be in a situation where I have to throw out another one just because their kids are bad. So I think this year is because we had all this with my husband going on with his job and all that, so we have been like in a very finance bad situation, to be honest, and rebounds from that, it takes time, and we won't be fully rebounds until we reach the month of August. So I have been like in a very hard no-buy situation, and I think that's why I feel also a bit disconnected, because I'm being like, I don't have to stay updated on anything. I'm not gonna buy anything anyway. So I want to buy some pictures when we reach. It will probably be maybe not Black Friday, but in that week leading up to Black Friday, I would imagine. And I think I'm going to I'm gonna buy some. I have some points at DAC, so I'm gonna buy. Not touching them with a pitchfork. No. No, because you like I don't want to do it twice. It's okay to be in, you know, be wise in the experience and be like, okay, this now I learned this, but. And I know there are people that does the pictures that are really happy and that praise Dreamer Design and say they have never had any issues with them, and I'm happy for them. It's not like that. It's just that I haven't had the best experience. I would say if Binge, if the picture you was working with, if that had came out, or the feedback you had came with, had been like, oh, this is a really good kit and a good picture, good drills, perfect print and everything, I would be like, okay, then I knew for sure that the one I was working with was really just a bad one from the back in the days. But the fact that you can still get them really worries me, because that's like, okay, so how do I know which one are from the old batch and which one are from the new ones? I've had Amazon kits that are 1,000% better. Yeah, yeah. And I mean, again, mistakes happens, and it is what it is. But I feel like they should have reimbursed you in some way, you know, and said like, you know, we're really sorry this happened to you, the whole mail thing you got. Here is a gift card on $50 or a new kit. You can buy whatever, and if you buy from this and this, you will be guaranteed it is from our newest batches, so this won't happen to you again. But they kind of just brushed it off in the way where I feel like they were really smooth about it. Bench forwarded the text they had, the mail they sent to him, the answer on his mail to them about the kit, and it's like, okay, I think this is why DAC is growing and is still growing, and Dreamer Design might always be limping a bit behind, because DAC have a better understanding of custom service, and if something is wrong, we need to fix it. We might not be able to help them 100% what they want to, but we have to do our best. I just love the feel and quality of the drills at DSC. Have spoiled me, and I can't look back. That's it. I want to try other kits. Yeah, for sure. I mean, when I'm done with this, I'm gonna work for the rest of the month of July. I'm gonna work with my cross-stitch conversion. I do feel a bit bad about it, because I keep pushing it aside, and it cost me a fortune. It is from Jaded Gem Shop. And I really love working on it. It is heavy confetti, but it's a thing where I'm like in a good. It feels good for me to work on it. So I do need to work a bit more on it, and because I work in these small squares, and one square, if it's a lot of confetti, it takes me about half an hour or so. If it's not, it just takes me 15 minutes or something. So yeah, I just need to push through it. But I have actually thought of what I could do and what I might want to do. I just need to find someone that can help me. I really want to do the same picture, but in the cross stitch version, because I have the cross stitch, I have the pattern, and I have the whole list on what I need in the floss, what I need, and on that list it also says how many skeins of each I need and everything. But the thing is, I really want to do it in silk, and that's one of the reasons why I bought this from Amazon, from AliExpress in silk. I want to see how much different it looks, because I have a picture in my head that tells me that it will look completely different in the good way, but I actually don't know. But if if that's the case, I really want to work on doing like something like that, or maybe another princess panel, but in the floss version. Again, the thing I like about the princess panels, is that it's small but long, so I can work on it for the longest time, but for each row it's not gonna take me that long. I hope that makes sense. But that's a lot of things, and I do admit it, with a lot of things, the way I work with my crafting things, it's a thing, it's a brain thing. So the way I worked for me. I know sometimes it works for other people because they have told me, but you know, it so if you feel like, if you're like, what the hell, that was really the most difficult way around that. I get it 100%. It's just my brain is a bit crinkly sometimes, and I know that is the way I get things done, is to do it that way. So I know that Katie from Diamonds and Wash has done a lot of Jada Gem Shop, and a lot of beautiful, beautiful pictures from her. So, and what I like about Jade is she actually have a lot of very, very interesting artists. In the more, they are closer to the, I was almost gonna say old-fashioned ways. That sounds a bit bad, but like the old masters, that kind of genre. The thing for me is the mail I sent to Dreamer Design was to point out the faults of the canvas and dwell field. I attach other remarks about the same painting. I have having faults from other painters, and said out of concern perhaps take it off the site or correct the issues and make it unavailable till then. The reply I got felt very old to fill in with no empathy or taking into account my experience from pictures. No, and that's what I meant. They were a little bit smooth, like an eel, you know. It's like, it was just like they slided off that, and I really don't like that way to handle a as a custom service, to handle the things, because when you get, because it's not even a complaint, it's a, you know, this has happened to me, I'm very sad about it, I know that bad things happen, but you know, please help others not to be in the same situation. And nothing would have, they wouldn't have been missing anything if they had been like, well, we're very sorry this happened to you. We know this can be a frustration, and we know how it feels. Here is a gift card as, you know, a little bit compensation for what you've been through. We hope there will be other things on our website that can help you, that will satisfy you. Then you will come from a completely other place, and you would be inclined to try again. Now I'm like, it to me it's just a matter of saying I'm just gonna, what the, okay, never mind, I'm not gonna even tell what I was looking for. To me it's like they just brushed it off completely. They just gave you the what they thought you would love to hear, or what they know usually shut people up. That's how I read it. It didn't tell me anything. As you said, no empathy, no nothing. It was like just an automatic answer machine. And you can't, you know, it's not. It's then it's too much money and too little people. And I think that's also one thing. I think that DAC, despite of their success, has tried to like retain this, the memories of them starting from a place where they did do diamond painting themselves. What kind of challenges is that? When they do get the feedback from content creators or customers, they do take it as a, you know, they take it in count. They take it to the development team. They try to do better, and they will never be able to make everybody satisfied. They will never be able to. There will never come a day where the whole community of diamond painting or diamond painters in DAC will be, yeah. There will always be someone who thinks this is the most horrible things they could ever come up with. But I do believe that just for the while I have known them, and that's been for like 4 years or so, they have come a long way, and they are not stopping. They are developing things as they go along, and they are trying new ways, and some of them will succeed, and some of them will not. I mean, the first tray they came with, like I said before, the first tray they released, that was not like this small white standard tray that you get in every kit. It was horrendous. I mean, the look was good, and the thought process behind it was amazing, but the functionality was crap. And that was the feedback the community gave. And I think as long as you come from a open-minded feedback, where you are very facts oriented and be like, but this is what happens when I use it, send some pictures, they will take it in count. If it's just a matter of you letting out some steam because you've had a bad day, they will, of course, it will not have the same weight, and it shouldn't. But I also think it's important that you do get the feedback to them, because if there's enough people that says this is not good enough, they will for sure change it. And that's what I said about the trays, because I talked to other people, other diamond painters at that point, and they were like, they just complained, and I was like, well, now that you have complained to me, I think you should take some pictures and then complain to DAC, because they are the ones to change it. I can't do anything about it. That said, if DAC did that painting, I would use it. Yeah, for sure, and you should. You never know. I didn't think they would do like the Color of Life from Chuck Pinson. I hadn't seen that coming, so that came as a total surprise, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna ditch that one that I'm really not feeling good about, and then I am gonna buy the other one, which I couldn't because I didn't have the money at that point. But I was like, the minute it get restocked, I'm gonna buy it, and I did it. So yeah. And I feel like, even though I would love to be part of all the new releases and all that, I also feel like I still have a lot of paintings on my stash, and I really feel like I need to get a bit more done there, in the way that it's okay. I can wait, I'm not. It's not like I am in a total panic mode and I don't know what to do if I can't buy from DAC. There are other companies I want to try out. I want to try out Fallon Gems, some of their small pictures, just to see the quality of them. I want to try out the thing about those are that they are kind of expensive, because they are in the States and I'm like out of the States. And the picture itself is very cheap, but it's almost like shipping and customs are gonna be more expensive than the picture. So we're gonna see that. Hey Rachel, welcome in. I just leaving a lurk while I work. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fine, thank you, Rachel. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the lurk. Happy I can keep you entertained while you work. It's always good to know that that someone can use your voice for something. I like that. I like that a lot. So for sure. So you never know, Benj. It might be that someday they will do that, and yeah, I know who's gonna buy it. So yeah, so I think that's one of the things that like are the big difference between Dreamer Designs and DAC, are really the fact that the way they, of course, the way they handle the whole business situation, but also the way they use or listen to the customers and the and just the general feedback they get. And sometimes I do think that people kind of underestimate the value or the value of the words, but they do actually matter to a company like DAC. But I haven't tried it yet, Binge. That's the whole thing. I will say when I did the unboxing, and it looks amazing. The print looks amazing. It's just the best quality of DAC. So, and they do have a little bit more. I think actually there's some fairy dust dust too in that picture. So yeah, I'm looking very much forward to work on it. It is like a fall Halloweenish picture, so it has those vibes. So I'm for sure gonna work on it during Draws and Chills this year. And then I bought a Halloween dragon and Anne Stokes last year, and it's not one that you can get. And I think one of the things why you can't is because, if I remember correct, there was something with the black drills. I can't remember if that's completely true, but there was something that's in that was the reason why they took it off. They discontinued quite quick. I have 2 or 3. I actually have like 5 pictures that are really connected to the whole Halloween and fall/autumn season. I would say most of the witch pictures I have are like connected to that, just in colors in general. I really love doing witch pictures, and I think that's gonna be probably a new way I'm gonna turn the whole way what pictures I'm gonna choose is probably gonna be more witch themed, and in that direction. Oh. When did you send it, Benj? I'm not sure I've seen it. Oh yeah, the second one from the top. Yeah, I like that a lot. Benj has made some amazing logos for me. And I've told you a little bit about how I've tried myself to work with it, just because I want to do something. I want to, in time, when I eventually get on your computer, I want something that's more like me, with the whole overlay and everything, and just something that tells a little bit that's me. And you have to start somewhere. So Benj has been really, really sweet. And has been surprised me with some very, very amazing suggestions to how it could look. So yeah, so that was what he was asking. I thought he was asking to the diamond painted pictures. He was like, no, I was asking to the to the logo. I was like, oh. Yeah. I think the second one is the one that is most where I feel like I get it says something about me as a creator, with the whole small, with the brush and all that in the corners and all that, and the whole color vibe is more me. And then there's the lotus, and I like I think there's a very good balance in that picture. I really like it a lot. Oops. Oh yeah, and I saw Binta sent me yesterday, and I was actually having taking a nap, and as I just woke up, I was just laying and just waking up and just reading some text or some mails or just surfing a little bit around, and then I was like, oh, there's a message from Binge. For once, the first thing was not to go on Twitch, because had I done that, I would have known he was streaming, and I wouldn't have wrote anything back to him by what he had said to me. But I was half awake, half still, half asleep, I think. So I just wrote, oh, I like this one, and then he was like, oh, but I'm streaming. Oh shoot. Don't mind me. Yeah. It's fine. I have notifications off. Yeah, I know. It's like, I was like, oh, shoot. Yeah. 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 But it's also kind of typical, because usually I would be like, the first thing I check if I am like up in the morning, for instance, or after my afternoon nap, is actually who is streaming. Is anyone I wanna is where I'm gonna sit, who I'm gonna listen to when I start my diamond painting or my crafting things in a minute. So I just noticed when I went to show something that someone made. Oh, yeah. Oh, so the last couple of days we haven't had any dinner because it's been so hard. So, and usually as a routine here, I'm making meals. I mean, not making meals, but I'm making a plan for meals for a whole week. And that means that we will every morning, or not me, but my husband will every morning take up whatever meat we need for meal that later that day. So he did that the other day, and I knew it was going to be hot, so I just put it in the fridge, and it hasn't left the fridge since then. I think we're just going to throw it out today, because to be honest, I'm not sure we're going to get any hot meals today. We will just be eating. I was eating just some yogurt with muesli and apple. I am not that hungry when it's that hot. And to be honest, most of the time I prefer not to eat something. And my body is a bit stressed out, and when it is, it's very, very easy for me to ignore the hunger signs until they're not there anymore. So when it is as hot as it is for me right now, or for us, I am not hungry, and my stomach might be hungry for a while, but that will pass, and then it's it's not the best way, but it is what it is. So I think I'm going to, we're probably going to get something, either he's going to buy a Italian bread with him home, and we're going to eat. We have some salmon in the fridge, and I would more like to have that than hot meal. It's just being in the kitchen doing hot food is not really what you want to do today. So I think we are. It's gonna be that's probably the way we're gonna do it today, and then of course we will have tomorrow. I think we're gonna go grocery shopping together. Just because I'm not riding tomorrow, and then we will be relaxing until we need to get ready to go to the graduation party. I need to figure out what to put on my body so I can be happy and confident. The thing is that I haven't had the money, to be honest. I haven't had the money to get anything done. So I haven't got my nails done, I haven't got my hair done, I haven't got anything done. So I'm on my own tomorrow. On the other hand, I'm like, ooh, that sounds good. Shooting star for dinner. That is nice. So it's just gonna be, I'm not even gonna put any color on my nails. They're just gonna be well groomed and filed down, because the thing is, I can't have my nails done when I'm very busy at work, or if I want to have my contact lenses in. And they have been like, it's a bit easier for me to have contact lenses in, especially when it's this hot, so my brains are not fogging and everything. They tend to be a bit more unclear when you're sweating. And my hair is like, I really want to get it cut, but I'm so I need to find a good hairdresser that can cut it, and I just haven't had the resources or energy to go and find, because my old hairdresser stopped. Sadly, I was so happy for her. She was amazing to do my hair, and I wanted to find a new hairdresser that was closer to me, but I haven't got around to it. But my hair is long. It's over the bra, where the bra is. The lower part of the bra, where that is, where it's connected. It's way over there. It's not to my butt, but it's not. That's not gonna take long. Then it will be to the waist or something, in that area at least. And for the most part, I am just wearing it in a messy bun, because that is the most easy way for me to wear it. My hair is heavy because the hair string, there's a lot of them and they are thick. So the usual routine for me when I get my hair cut is I get it thin, so there won't be that. They cut it up in a lot of different length to lift it, and then I will get it colored. I have been thinking of get some perms and some curls. I've had that for a lot of years, and then it kind of went out of being modern to do that, or be like a thing they did at the salons, so I chose not to, and I haven't had that since I was 30 or something, I think. But now it's kind of coming back, and I really love to have it like in with curls, because first of all, it does frame my face very nicely, and it's so easy for me to manage my hair when there's a bit of curl in it, because I can use so many other hair accessories when it has some curls to contain it. So I have been thinking about that too, but I think I'm gonna go with the haircut first, and then if I like it there, I can go with everything else afterwards. So I need to find a place where they do all the things. Yeah. Oh. I get tired just thinking of it. I hate finding new hairdresser. I really hate it. So, but yeah, I'm gonna, you know, when hopefully when I get a bit more money available, I am going to get that, and I want to go into a routine again to get my nails done, because you will be able to, you know, make nails on me that are not very long. And I am very lucky. I have been told that I have very nice nails, and they're very good because the nail plate, this part here, is very big. Like I have a lot of nail, and I have very strong nails. So there might be a lot of other things wrong with me, but my nails are perfect. I want to get back to that. I like having my nails done, but I just haven't had the money for it. So I want to do a bit more in the future for myself, for sure, to keep me happy. I think in a way, it's not even, and this is gonna sound a bit funny, because it's not even for the sake of my husband or for him still want me. It's actually just for me to feel good about myself. I would rather say I have been battling a lot with my weight because of my what happened for the past 10 years or so, because of all of what happened with my back and all that, and these 3 operations had left me with almost no ways to lose weight besides food, and that is a hard way to lose it when you are a foodie and you are a lot into the takeaway versions. Yeah, so I would say that, and then it's like, it's been really a roller coaster trip with that, but today I'm more in a balanced place, I would say, where I'm more like, it is what it is. I'm very I am a 50 plus woman, and even though that you can look at very fit plus 50 women, I'm not the one of them. I'm trying to find other things about me that can make me happy and content and be like, I am worth it version. As I have said a couple of times, but I will share a bit more, I think, today, that I have been struggling a lot with my mental health, and it is something that it is something that comes and goes, for many years ago I had a depression, and when you kind of push that button once, you are more prone to, that's what all research is showing, that when you've been down that road once, you will have a more tendency to go down. And it's not like you choose, it's more like your nerve system is more in tune to do it. So you will have to figure a way to choose not to go down that road. And I think the perfect storm is always like, for me, when drama happens in my life, I'm like, no matter what, no bad thing is only coming in once. They're always coming in 3s or 4s or 5. And that takes a toll on my mental health, and that is also one of the reasons I had to like pull the plug on my streaming, because I need to I need to take care of me first, and then I can be for you afterwards. And I know a lot of you will get that. You know exactly what I'm talking about. I am I am I won't it sounds so bad when I say I'm suffering, but I am affected by the fact that I was abandoned very early in my life, and that I didn't have anyone to protect me when I was a baby. I am from a generation where they didn't have the knowledge on how important it was to give even babies that kind of protection and nerve-wise protection, and keep them close and give them, even if it's not their biological mom, then another grown person can still give that protection. That is in balance and all that. So, but they didn't know that at that time, and I can't blame them. I won't blame them. I don't feel like the people that adopted me, that I call my mom and dad, I don't feel like they did anything malicious to me or bad to me just because out of spite or hatred or anything. They did it because they didn't know better. They did it as good as they could, and no one had told them that when they got a child that has been abandoned so early in life, it does come with a cost. It has a price, and it does. You do get to be kind of a special need child, in the emotional way, at least. So there was a lot of things that I think that they did not know at that time, and they were not like considering that could be an issue. It should have been enough just to give clothes on body and roof over your head and a bed to sleep in, but it's not. So I do have abandonment issues. I won't say it's hard for me to get into relations. That's not the hard part. That's actually always been kind of an easy thing for me. But when I do when I do bond with people, and you get to a point where you be like friends, you exchange like private things in a more friend way base. It is hard for me when those kind of relations break, and they do. I mean, sometimes it's not that like they break, like something is bashed or anything. It's just sometimes life happens and things will slide out. I think I got better, but it was very, very hard for me when I was like younger. I remember first time it happened to me, I cried my eyes out, and I was like, I was like, what did I do wrong? What can I do to fix it? And I would say for the most part, there's nothing you can do to fix it, because you can't force people to be in your life. So if they want to be there, they gotta be there. If they don't want to be there, let them go. Because you don't want people to be in your life that's not want to be there. And that's how I always felt with my with the whole with my partners, is that if he wants to be with another woman, I can't stop him. If my partner's coming to me and say, I don't love you anymore, I don't want to be with you, I'm not gonna plead, I'm not gonna bargain, I'm not gonna, no, I'm gonna be sad, I'm gonna be devastated. But if he chooses me as not being a part of his life, I'm just gonna accept it, and let him go. In all the capacity, or the angles, you could say, because it's not like I don't want to be with someone who does not want to be with me. But up till then, I'm gonna fight with everything I have to keep him around. No, and I would say that I think for the most part, when it comes to my relationships, I am the one that will be fighting the longest time for it. But when I do give up, I am giving up like I'm gonna drop it right there where I stand. It's just gonna be that conversation, and I know this because I've had them a couple of times. That conversation is gonna be like I already made my mind before I step into that conversation. It's just gonna be more like, this is how it's gonna be. I'm gonna leave. We're gonna da 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 da, and that's it. It sounds like very like very harsh or very determined. I'm like, but inside me, I'm broken in million pieces. But on the outside, you won't be able to see that much. You will be able to see I'm sad, but you won't be able to see how shattered I am inside. And that's how I function. And I'm just gonna say that I just realized very shortly ago that probably how it's gonna work for me for the rest of my life. Because when it comes to it, and sadly, when it comes to it, no one can pick me up but me. No one can save me but me. I have tried a couple of times in my life to have try and reach out to a partner, be like, I need you, because I'm always the stronger one, and I would do all that I can to help and carry and fight. But a couple of times I'd be like, I really need you, and they can't be there because it's too hard, emotional, too hard. Like, okay. So that's the thing I have come to terms with. I would say that I can't expect this from other people. My sister said to me at one time, Pia, you can't expect others to act like you do. However perfect that would be, you can't. So you can only act from yourself, and then see how others are reacting to that. But you can't expect others to do as you do, and that's true. You can't. So that shooting star, Ulla, is it something you do yourself with the whole fish, 3 versions of fish or shrimps and what? Because I think there's something with the original recipe on shooting star is like 3 different versions of fish or something, and then the shrimp. And not even I think shrimp. Oh, I would love to have clams, actually, blue clams. Maybe we should get that. No, we can't. That we're gonna go to a party tomorrow. Sunday, maybe. So yeah, mental health issues are not just for the young. It's a whole thing for everyone. I think that in a way, depending on who you are, it can be like a lifelong battle. But I also think that it's important to recognize that if it is something that you struggle with, that even if you sometimes do tremble and fall into some bad habits or whatever, it's not like you lost the whole war. You just trembled and fell, and then you have to get up again. And if you need help, ask for help. Oh, Ula says, I do it the way we like it, with fish and shrimps and some salad in the bottom on the bread, and then some tomatoes, and then toasted bread. Yeah, it does sound really nice. It almost makes me want to do that. Almost make me want to do that. Should I take that? No, I'm gonna do that afterwards. I'll do this. It does taste really good, and I'm not really for hot food when it's so hot outside. No, right? It's really not. You really don't want to, right? So, the thing I use, some of the things I use to battle these ups and downs. I was told that one of the reasons I did get a depression was because I didn't know that I had a very stiff nerve system, and that means that it can't like regulate itself, and I can't make it. It needs some help to balance. So I need to make sure that I am aware of it, and to do things that can help me balance it. And that could, for instance, be doing this, or writing a diary, or paint some pictures, or sit and draw like I did a couple of days ago. And I just have to remember that when I do it, why I do it, because sometimes I can do things and not really, it's just more than a routine than for anything else. And then it's kind of not working as it's supposed to. So I have to do it with an intention that I do this because I need to feel what it does for me to sit and do diamond painting, or to sit to do cross stitch or drawing, or does it make my heart rate go down, does it make my blood pressure feel better, and all that. And if it does, it is the right thing I do, because that is a way for me to balance out my nerve system. Either that, or I need to do something that makes me really happy, like horseback riding. So I do, when I work with this picture, I do use my multiplays a lot, and I also think that's why it feels like it's moving along in a very smooth way. So I've been working on it for 2 weeks now, I think. And I'm halfway, so I think, I'm at least halfway, maybe a bit more. I think I have like 5 rows left, I think. So And I'm not even trying to be fast. It's just how it is, the flow within in the picture, to be honest. So it's sometimes it's really hard to say what it is I do when people say I'm diamond painting really fast, because I don't feel as fast. I'm just actually letting go and just diamond paint. And sometimes I can even have like the feeling this is going too slow. So I am soon done with picture number 2 for my dad, and I'm looking so much forward to show him. Yeah, those were really big, beautiful pictures, the ones you bought from Diamond Art Club. That was a good thing that you threw that out you were working on, because it was very bad, and then you bought some other ones from DAC. I've seen some pictures from Unimate. I was like, ooh. I will say she kind of it kind of that one, Alma the Cosmic Witch, did something to me when I did that. I'm gonna admit it right here now. So it's just a money thing, but maybe someday it won't be that big of a problem, or more like I can, you know, I don't have to worry too much about whether the mortgage is going to be paid or not, because there's for sure going to be enough money for it, so I don't have to put money aside for that. I can put money aside for other things. I'm looking forward to that day. So I think Unimate and Fallon Gems, I haven't actually been checking up on Jada Gem Shop. I do get the update mail, so I'm gonna check up on hers. I'm gonna check up on Oaloa. Oaloa, I'm gonna buy cross stitch for sure. And a whole another thing is actually, because I was I kind of tripped. I was surfing Twitch a bit, and then accidentally I saw that there was a whole community around jigsaw puzzles. I actually love doing puzzles. I did that a lot before I start knitting. I did puzzling. I have a whole plate that you can, like, while you work on it, you can actually put some other plates on, and there's like cloth on it, and then you can close it so you can carry the whole puzzles from place to place. So you don't have to, so you can put it on a table, and then when you're done you can just put those plates on and then put it all together and take it away without losing anything. And there is a puzzle on it, but that one I have to throw out because I know that some of them are lost. So, but I have some puzzles that I think it's either 500 or it's 1,000. I can't even remember now, but I have a couple of them. So that might also be a new thing to do, to be honest. It was really when I saw that, I saw them do it, I was like, oh yeah, do puzzles. I want to do puzzles again. So I'm so close on going in and pick up one of my, I have puzzles I haven't even teared the plastic from, so they're completely new. I've never done them, so yeah, that could be a thing. And to me, puzzles are like, it's a thing where I can sit for hours and do it sometimes, and sometimes I can't. But if it clicks and it just goes into the flow, I'm lost for everything else. I'm just doing the puzzles, and I will be like in a flow where I actually put some puzzles down, and so yeah, I really got I really get inspired to like find my puzzles again. I might do that today. Oh man. And the thing is that it's actually something that a lot of people in Denmark do, I think, and also, kids and stuff like that, because you can buy puzzles and good big puzzles like in our bookstores. So it's actually not a thing where I would have like go very far to buy new puzzles. I could just go down in a bookshop or bookstore and get them, and they will be like also inspired from newer things and versions. I did some 3D puzzles at once. It was very, very exciting and funny and a challenge, because at that point it was even more important that they should like fit together, because they could fit more. They were like made out of like foam, so they could actually fit wrong. I did a whole Taj Mahal, a 3D puzzle on that, and for the longest time I couldn't. It was like there was some of them. Some of the pieces were like fit in the wrong place, and I couldn't get them right. So the first one I found, I think I found to turn some of them, and okay, then I think there was a dome that was kind of wrong, but then there's a whole like fence surrounding the whole building, and it was not right, and I could just see something was wrong. It was kind of crooked, but in a strange way. It still was connected and everything, but it was not really good. And then one day, I think I did it, I was like cleaning, and then I took it up and I took it apart, that fence there, and I put it together again, and then it was like, oh, now it fits. So yeah. So yeah, I might do that. I might do that. That was actually quite a thing I could do. Yeah. So I hope in a way, I hope I will be able to go and visit my sister at the end of July. And there's a couple of things. You need to be home. That's one thing. And they need to be ready to get to that I can stop by. But I also need to find a way to make sure that my dog is not left alone for the whole day. So I have to talk to my husband about him taking the week, because I will probably be gone for a week, but him be working like half time that week and taking other half time as holiday time. Ula has put a lot of made a lot of puzzles. You do forget the time when you're doing it for sure. I think the puzzle with the most pieces in I've done is like 2,000. That was a big one. It did take quite a time. So I don't even know how many pieces there are in the ones I have. Maybe I should. I think one of them is with horses, to be honest. I have to check up on this as soon as I am done with the stream today. I'm gonna move on then today. I am. I just had a great idea. Oh man. And you know what? Puzzles in Denmark are not that expensive. They're actually not that expensive. Even the big ones. And I think because I have done puzzles on my tablet, but it's not the same. I am gonna say it's not the same. It really isn't. So I think that it might be a good thing to throw in the mist, you know. If I am really bored, I do diamond painting or cross stitch. Hey, Jean. Hvordan går det? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. Welcome in. Have a cup of coffee and a chit chat. We are just talking about puzzles. I think it is with horses, actually. I think it is with horses. With horses. Now I get you. I think I know where it is. Hang on. I need to check on this. I need to check on it. I'm just working in the background, sort of stressed as Honey's going under at the vet on Monday to have her teeth done, and as she's older anytime. Oh, Bench, I am sorry. Yeah, that is true, that when the dogs are the older they get, the more risk it is when you put them under. Yeah. Be right back. I just have to check a thing out and a short break, so be right back. I'm back. Look what I found. It's a bit dusty. Don't mind the dust. See? So, and it's never been done, so maybe I should do that. I also found the box for the other one that's actually on my puzzle plate, but I'm gonna throw that out because I know for sure there's some pieces missing. But the other one is 1,000. It looks amazing, but I was so stupid that I let someone else work on it, and since then there's pieces I haven't been able to find. I know that because I found some of them on the floor, so it's like, okay, I know there's gonna be missing more, one or two. So it's on a 1,000 piece. 1 or 2 is really not. I'm not that much into working on something where I know I'm never gonna complete it. So I'm gonna throw that out. So yeah, and as it has been a while since I did puzzle last, then 500 is actually a good amount to start up with again, I think. Yeah, right? Looks good. So at the moment I'm playing 2 games. I'm playing Coral Island that I just started today. I downloaded it yesterday to my PlayStation, but I started today. And so far I like it. There's a couple of things that I know I have to get used to because it's different from the other games I've been playing. And it might have just something I need to adjust. Hang on, I need to give him a treat. He was out, so you need a treat, my baby. Where was I? You see mountain and sky? Yeah, I am working on this picture here. Hang on. It's called American Anthem. The picture. And it looks like this. And I am working like from your angle from up here and that way down, and I am around here, so I'm just about halfway. So that is what is on the light pad at the moment. When I'm done with this, and I'm guessing 2 weeks more, I think 14 days or so, it's done, because I'm only working on this picture. It does have a lot to say for me, that if I'm working on 2, it does take a little bit longer time for me to finish them, but so this also, I think, has something to do with the fact I feel like it goes really quick, this one. Is I sometimes forget that I'm actually only working on this one. So and this, it's not the complete truth, because I'm actually working on 2 pictures. I'm working on this one, and then I am working on a cross stitch too, because I want to I want to move a bit on the cross stitch side. So that's also why I'm not only working on one picture, is just because I want to get a move on the cross stitch. And I do. It goes really well. Yesterday I bought some really small ribbons. So because I found that I tend to forget what number or what color I'm working with, and a lot of the colors that are in this pattern are like in the same color range. So it's not like a blue and a red, but it might be a blue and 2 shades down, for instance. So in that way, it's more like, it can be a bit different for me, difficult for me. So that's why I bought some ribbons that I put on, where I do take the color from. Jing, yeah, but it's only on Sundays I speak Danish. On every other day I will be speaking English, because a lot of the followers I have are from English speaking countries, or it's kind of the common, not the common, but it's like the one thing we have in common, language we have in common. So so that's why I don't speak Danish today. Oops. So I play Coral Island, and so far I like it. There's 2 reasons why I got it. First of all, because it was quite cheap, and I was like, it's okay, I will pay this. Even though if I don't like it, it's okay. It's not a lot of money. And 2, I was looking for a game that was not about hacking and slashing in something, not killing a lot of things or missions in that way. So I had, to kill, to fight. So Coral Island is a bit more like planting things and building up a community and things like that. So it's a bit more peaceful than the other game I'm playing. The other game I'm playing is Dauntless, and it's a online game, multiplayer, and it's okay. It's I will say it for me, it kinds of the more I play it, the more. Oh, yeah, that was because I was talking to the dog. He preferred I do speak Danish. Yeah, and sometimes I do speak Danish by accident. I will, and it is by accident, because I do try to not do it, because even though Ulla will understand it, there's not that many other than you and Ulla. There's only a handful when it comes, at the end of the day, it's only a handful that will understand it, so I'm not doing it too much. Unless it's on Sunday. So, how are you doing, Jane? And by the way, with the senior dogs, like, my dog is getting up there, even though he's only 7. But because he's a big dog and they don't get that old. I mean, I am lucky if he gets 9. I am come over the moon if he gets between 10 and 12. So him being 7, I know that he's like, every day is a blessing. Unfortunately, his not this one, but the one we had before. That mom, the mother dog, she died when she was 7, unfortunately, of cancer. So yeah. So I think when they do get in that end of their life expand, it's like just every day is a blessing, and you just have to enjoy it. It's hard, I think, and you tend to care for these animals, even though they can be a pest. But yeah. So we need to get him to the vet. The vet has holiday now for the next 14 days, but after that he needs to get to the vet and get a health check. Yeah, your Ula's dog is turning 10 next month. Yeah. I think for the most part, no matter how old they are, or young for that matter, it's always really, really hard, you know. So, he needs to get his health check, and his different injections and all that, and then we're good to go to meet the winter, hopefully. But yeah, we had this with his right shoulder. So since then, where he was on pain medication, he has not been allowed to run and hunt for the ball or anything. Not if we can help it, you know. And I'm putting a bit more energy into the training and activating brain that way than to exercising in the stamina way, you know, by running after a ball. That's I think we're gonna realize that is in the past. He can't do that because he's not like just waiting for the ball to land on the ground. He will be like hunting it until it stays still, and I think he's gotten too old to that, unfortunately. So, but the good thing about this with the puzzle is, as I said before, I do have this. It looks actually like a portfolio, but it's with a cloth inside. So it's like it's with pads inside, and then you put the puzzle on one side, and then you have like two padded plates you put on top of the puzzle that will keep whatever you have put down on the plate. On that yeah board there, in place. So whatever you already have done, even though you raise it like upside, or travel with it, they would keep the puzzle in place. So it was something my sis gave me way back. I think it was one of the first Christmases I celebrated in Manchester. They gave me that. So I had to travel with that home. Yeah, that was a thing. I'm not sure I'm gonna puzzle on stream. But I might show that on that thing, puzzle thing there. I might show it on stream just to show what I'm talking about. If anyone should be interested in it. then I can take it with me on Sunday if I stream Sunday. So we are like, I am on the last part of the stream, and I'm just gonna, yeah, just I almost put them down the wrong place, the girls. I am on the last part of the stream, but before I do anything to end it, I am gonna do a bit of a recap, talk about what's coming and not coming, and what is on the plan. What the hell is that? This is not so one of the reasons why I did this unplanned stream today is because I'm not sure I am streaming Sunday. I am going to a graduation party tomorrow, and for a lot of reasons, it's going to be a rough day. Hopefully, it's more me now expecting the worst, and tomorrow it's going to show me wrong. But I need to, mentally I have to prepare myself for the worst. So we are going. Hopefully, I am not getting sick. I have been battling my throat for the last couple of days because this is something that happens every year when we start getting it. It's getting hot. You're getting a lot of fans around you and the air condition, and yeah. So I have apparently on my old days, my throat tend to be a bit sensitive for that kind of things. But we're going to the graduation party tomorrow, and it's not like it's something where we are invited 4 p.m. So it's still in the kind of afternoon thing. So, you will be, I think it's something where you will be eating some snacks, dip, and then be drinking something, and cheers, and congratulations, and then we will be able to leave. There will, of course, I guess some of the guests will be for dinner, but I can't. There's a lot of people I have to. There's a lot of people I don't know, and I know by experience that it's gonna be a rough one for me. Because the ex-wife is coming, and yeah, it's a thing. So. But there's nothing definitely about it, so I'm not sure. It might for a lot of reasons, it might go really well, and I have just been a bit overthinking things, and everything might just turn out really nice and calm and good, and I will be able to stream Sunday. I hope I will be able to stream Sunday. It might not be a long one, and it might be just let's chill out and let's do something. We will see. So I am working on this American Anthem, and depending on how far I am when I reach Sunday, I will be taking this with me. I might be doing some cross stitch. I am doing some scratch for sure. I'm gonna work on the scratch board on the Danish part. So there could be different ways to approach my stream Sunday. Then we are going into the next week, and I am not streaming that day. Let's see. Because what I realized was I would actually might be 2 Sundays I'm not streaming, and it has a little bit to do with the whole it's summer and everything. But the thing is, we are going to a place in nearby us where you can reserve a place where you can get your urn put down if you're burned when you are, or cremated when you are, when you're dead. So so for a small amount of money you can reserve a space there. It's not a cemetery per se, it's actually just a forest, but it's a forest that is like locked just for that. So you can get a small placket where your name can be put on and the date for when you died, and then that's it. There's not going to be any gravestone or anything, and other than that, it's just going to be the forest that will be your surroundings, and it kind of keeps itself. So whenever you will get to use it, you will pay, or the estate after you will pay for the rest of the amount, whatever it costs, and that's it. Then they will keep the forest around you. My husband has for the longest time wanted to be that his ashes should be spread either over the sea or in a forest. And I think that this is like the best way to accommodate both his wishes and his kids' wishes, because the kids might wish to have like a place where they can go, or their grandkids might wish to have a place where they can go. And he's not getting a place like something like his mom and dad and all that generation. Because I have, or my family have, like a place where my mom and dad, my father's sister and my father's sister is buried, and my father's mom, are buried there. I don't wish to be buried there, just because I don't feel like I have a relation to other than my dad, mom and dad, and I'm not paying for the site or the place. My big brother is, and my mom never wanted. My mom wanted in the big common grave, but my dad wanted a place where he could go to, and that's why I always have that in mind when people like, I want to be buried in the big grave for all of them, for the unknown. And it's like, I do get why you want it, but I also get why you want a place to go where it's like your place. So my mom had to compromise in that sense. So because my dad was really adamant about it, and he felt very strongly about it. So that's why. And when he died, he, of course, he was buried next to my mom. But other than that, I don't have like any urge or anything to go there. I'm not visiting it very often. I have my ways to remember my parents on. I don't go to that grave site unless I am in the neighborhood anyway. So I would also like to be cremated and buried out there in the woods, and preferably next to my husband. So that's what we're going to see the site, and probably choose a tree. I think it's mostly trees you can choose. So that's the thing. So we're going to do that. And I think it's a very beautiful thing. In the beginning, before they opened, you could actually reserve to, there wasn't special spaces. There were the view was more beautiful or something. But today it doesn't cost that much. I think the reservation in itself, let's see how much that is. I can't remember what that is in dollars. Let's see. Come on. So it's around $150 to make that reservation per person, and that's kind of a deposit, and then you will pay for the rest of it from the estate when you're gonna use it, as the paper says. So yeah, it's not a big, it's not a lot of money, and I like that it's not like it's possible for the most people to save up money for that, and I like that about it. So let's see. I think I'm gonna work this color and then we're gonna end the string. Yeah. So and I think I can't even remember if it's 10 a.m. or something. But I'm knowing that it probably is going to be a bit of an emotional day. I'm not going to promise I stream that day. But because I do know that it is like a week where my husband has one of his holiday weeks, so they're gonna do a lot of clean out and everything in the garden or whatnot, depending on the weather. So a lot of the things during the week will be a bit easier for me. So there might be a bit, I might be doing some streams during the week. For instance, on Wednesday, where I have my days off instead of Friday. So, and knowing that my husband won't be home that day because he has a meeting. So yeah. I'm a bit annoyed by this one. Hang on. And I am going horseback riding on Monday, so don't worry, he is not forgotten, my horse. Usually I would be horseback riding Saturday, but because I'm going to the graduation party, I can't do both. Even though graduation party are like late in the day, I know for a fact that I'm always really tired when I've been out riding, and I'm energized, but I'm also tired, so I really need just to be me, and so it's not a good idea to go to a party. So I will have to, I think tomorrow when we've been out grocery shopping, I will be looking in my closet, and I will take a deep breath and sigh and be like, I don't have anything to wear. But I decided that whatever I'm gonna wear tomorrow, it's gonna be clothes, of course. But whatever I'm gonna wear, it's gonna be something that I'm comfortable in. So I don't care if, of course, it's not gonna be like dirty clothes or smelly clothes, but it's gonna be something that is sitting on me or fitting me, so I feel comfortable. And this is something I'm saying out loud because I tend to just put something on that might look nice, but I'm not very comfortable in it, and that shows in that I'm not, when you're just fiddling around and don't know what to do, and I don't need that. I need that that the energy that comes from me is me showing that I'm comfortable in whatever I'm wearing. And with that in mind, what we talked about earlier about how I am with my body and all that, I'm just gonna try and fake it till I make it. Be more like yeah, I know I'm not as slim as I used to. I know that I do have a little bit more on the side that is healthy, probably. But I'm still a good person inside. That no matter how much I get on my side or on no matter what numbers on my scale, that does not change anything about who I am. And I think for me, personally for me, it's very important that I keep that in mind because I tend to forget that. Even today, even when I should be older and wiser, I tend to forget that my the way I look has nothing to do who I am. At the end of the day, I can weigh 200 pounds or 300 pounds for that matter, but my soul will still be the same. Or I can weigh 100 pounds or and still be ugly from the inside. So it's just saying that, not that I look at myself as ugly, but I just forget sometimes that yeah, I might not go in the latest or most fashionable clothes, but that's not making me a bad person. And I think it's important to remember that when you are surrounded by people that will only judge you from the way you look, or they will judge you from whatever they have heard about you. And when it comes to his ex-wife, she's only capable of remembering whatever she heard about me in the beginning of the relationship. Whether it's true or not, that is what she's like claiming as the eternal truth. And so that's how she sees me today. Like a woman that has really got the understanding how to brainwash a man. So yeah, that's the one. And then I am evil's born itself because I wanted to raise good kids, good humans, that would be grateful for what they got, that would take a good place in the community and everything. And yeah, that was not a good plan. So we got a good chunk done. I am for sure gonna do the rest of at least this one, and maybe I'm gonna do the rest of this because it's like 3 colors or so. And then of course I'm gonna start all over with the next row down here, and yeah, and just to show you how far I am, I'm just gonna take these things away. So I don't have that much left, you see. Oh. I need to lower this just a bit. So you see, this is what I have left of it. So I have, oh, you can almost see the edge of it there. So this is the next one. This one, and then I'm gonna, whenever I move it, I will make 2 new rows. I will make 1 new row, you know. So this one and this one will be a row, and then I will have 2 more. So it's kind of close in that way. So as I said, depending on how much I get done, before Sunday, I'm either gonna diamond paint or I'm just gonna leave it in here, because that's kind of another thing, as I really hate move it around if I'm just in a flow with it. So yeah. So So I think that was the words for today. Thank you for stopping by and say hi, all of you, and thank you for the support. It was nice just to pop in and do a bit of diamond painting, talk a little bit of this and that, whatever is happening in my life. I love these unplanned streams, to be honest. They kind of take a little bit of the pressure that's kind of sometimes when you have this already planned out, what to do and what not to do, what to say almost, and you know. So this unplanned thing is really making the things for me. You're so welcome, Benj. I hope that if we won't be seeing each other before Monday, I hope everything will go well for your baby. I'm gonna keep her in my prayers in the evening. If everything goes well with my graduation party challenge, we will see each other Sunday, or else you will have to keep an eye out for because this couple of weeks, this week, not this week, but next week, starting Sunday and the following Sunday can be a little bit wobbly when I'm gonna do my streaming or not. But no matter what, until we see each other again, take care, stay safe out there, and stay hydrated. It's summertime. Bye.